Have you ever felt a shiver crawl up your spine when a shadow in the corner of your eye seems to move? In the quiet, forgotten town of Blackwood Creek, shadows don't just move, they whisper. And they all seem to lead back to one place, the dilapidated mansion on the hill, home to the infamous old man Grayson. For years, Grayson has been the town's boogeyman, a recluse whose face is as much a mystery as the secrets locked away in his decaying home. The kids dare each other to touch his rusted gate, telling ghost stories about what happens to those who get too close. But these aren't just childish tales. There's a real, palpable fear that blankets Blackwood Creek whenever his name is mentioned. Our story follows for teenagers, each battling their own inner demons. There's Liam, the so-called tough guy, who's secretly terrified of being forgotten, just like his father who left years ago. There's Maya, the overachiever, whose biggest fear isn't failing a test, but failing the people she loves, a pressure that suffocates her daily. Then we have Chloe, the artist, who sees the world in vibrant colors but is haunted by a crippling fear of the dark, not just the absence of light, but the darkness that lurks within people. And finally, Noah, the skeptic, who uses logic to shield himself from a deep-seated terror of losing control, a fear born from a childhood trauma he refuses to face. One moonless night, a dare goes too far. Fueled by a mix of bravado and desperation to prove themselves, the four of them break into Grayson's mansion. They expect dust, cobwebs, and maybe a few jump scares. What they find is something far more sinister. The shadows in this house aren't just shadows. They twist and writhe, taking the form of their deepest, most personal insecurities. For Liam, the hallways stretch into an endless, isolating void, echoing with whispers that he's worthless, that he'll be left behind by everyone. Maya finds herself trapped in a room of mirrors, each reflection showing a disappointed face of her parents and friends, their voices accusing her of never being good enough. Chloe's sketchbook comes to life, its pages filled with monstrous figures crawling out of the ink, their dark tendrils reaching for her as the light from her phone flickers and dies. And Noah, the rational one, is confronted by a chaotic storm of objects flying around the room. A perfect storm of disorder that sends him spiraling into a panic he can't reason his way out of. They soon realize this house isn't just haunted, it feeds on fear. Old man Grayson isn't just a recluse, he's the keeper of this place, or perhaps its prisoner. As they delve deeper, they uncover his tragic secret. Grayson isn't the monster. He's been fighting one, a shadowy entity that has been trapped in the house for generations. An entity that manifests and amplifies the deepest anxieties of anyone who enters. Grayson's isolation wasn't out of malice, but a desperate, lonely quarantine to protect the town. To escape, the friends must do the one thing they've been avoiding their whole lives: confront their fears. Head on. Liam has to accept his self-worth isn't tied to others. Maya must learn that it's okay not to be perfect. Chloe has to find the light within her own courage to face the dark. And Noah must finally let go and accept that some things are beyond his control. When Shadows Come Alive isn't just a horror story. It's a story about the personal ghosts we all carry. It's about how the most terrifying monsters are often the ones we create in our own minds. The secrets of Old Man Grayson force us to ask, what shadows are you running from? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the darkness, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that explore the shadows within. See you next time.